Hello and welcome to this week's video. This week we are 1 week away from Halloween. I love Halloween. I can't wait for it to, be here. I can't wait for y'all to see my costume. Look for it on my Instagram on Halloween at JennaLev. And, I love all things spooky and scary, movies, TV, just all the costumes, everything. Halloween is such a fun holiday. It's not my favorite holiday, but it's so much fun if you can't tell. And today we are going to be doing the scariest things tag, which is, that sounds pretty scary, so we'll see if it lives up to that title. So let's get into it. Alright, the first question is scariest real life experience. I don't really have any, thank God, scary experiences in real life. I would say, and this isn't what they're looking for. Obviously they're looking for paranormal or, I don't know, something crazy, but I would say that the scariest thing that I've ever been through was when I left school for the day and this fire had just started right by our campus, and I was on the freeway and the fire was on the mountains surrounding the freeway, like right next to it. I'm not kidding, like it is the road going up the hill and the hill is like on the sides. And I was driving and I could see the fire, and they ended up closing the freeway as I was on it, so we had to whip U-E's on the 101 freeway. We had to whip U-E's and drive down the freeway the opposite way. So where you're always driving this way, I had to turn around and drive opposite, which is fun to say, but it was terrifying. And I just remember trying to get off the freeway and the flames were, just like a mile away from my car, and I was really scared. I was like, I'm gonna die, like all this stuff. It was a really scary experience, and then it turned into weeks long, and yeah, that was not very fun. So I would say that experience was the scariest thing that I've been through. Number 2, scariest paranormal experience. So when I was a kid, I was sleeping in my mom's bed this one time, and she was asleep, and my dad, I think he was on like a business trip. And like my parents' bed has like faces the TV, and there's a little hall to the left where their bathroom is. And I woke up around I would guess 3 a.m. and I saw this really tall man standing there. I couldn't distinguish any features, just that he was really tall and he had a varsity jacket on, and he was just staring at me. And I remember being so scared because I was like, I'm gonna die, like this is terrifying. I don't know what age I was young, but I am 100% sure I was awake. And so I pulled the covers up over me, and I was like crying, and I didn't want to move because I didn't want to wake up my mom, because I was like scared that that would make it worse. So I just held the covers over me, and then I pulled him down and looked, and he was closer, and I put him right back up, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm not going to survive. And then I pulled him down and he was closer again. And then I pulled him up and I didn't remove him because I was so scared. I was like, this is it. This is the end. And then I woke up in the morning. I guess I had fallen asleep under the covers and it was gone. So, I believe I saw a ghost. I don't really believe in a lot of things, so I think it's pretty interesting that that event happened to me. And it definitely makes me believe more into the spirits and that kind of stuff. And also, we knew someone that looked pretty much exactly the way I was describing this man, so it does have that connection, which is kind of crazy. Number 3, are you afraid of the dark? Why or why not? No, I'm not afraid of the dark. If anything, I'm afraid of what's in the dark that could be there. Like, here's the thing with me. I'm not scared of ghosts. I'm not scared of, spooky myths, Slender Man, any of that stuff. I don't care. It's not scary to me. What scares me would be real life things, like an actual intruder, stuff like that freaks me out. So it wouldn't be, like I could stand in a dark room and not be scared. But, for example, like those escape rooms where someone's in there and like gonna pop out, I don't like that. That freaks me out. Does your hometown have any scary stories or legends? Not that I know of. Like my elementary school, they did Bloody Mary, like growing up, in the bathrooms, obviously. But we don't have any like specific myth. Like I know Netflix has that, what is it, Cropsy, and there's like Slender Man and all that, but we didn't have any of those. That would have been fun, but yeah, we didn't have any. What is your favorite urban legend? Yeah, I would say probably Slender Man. Or, I don't know. I mean, what else is there? Bigfoot isn't obviously scary to me. Bloody Mary's never been scary to me. And then, I mean, what else even is there? I can't think of anything else. What is your scariest nightmare? I literally cannot even tell you on camera because it's too scary and I would get flagged. like my brain comes up with some scary nightmares. For what reason? Maybe it's because I love true crime, forensics, and horror movies. Could be. Also, it could just be that my brain's annoying. But the funniest scary dream I ever had was you've heard it before, my reoccurring dream as a kid where the babysitter chased me around the couch and I couldn't yell at my brother to help me, and she was a normal babysitter except her head was a macaroni noodle. Imagine that as a child. That was freaky as heck. Like, I get why that scared me. And now it's funny to laugh at, but I understand why I was scared. Oh my god, I used to also have this nightmare as a kid. I had 2 reoccurring nightmares. The babysitter one with the macaroni head, and the other one was just this dream where it was like I was staring at this green wall, and then the Jack-in-the-Box from Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've ever played that, you know, like Pokemon. I used to play it growing up. My brother and my dad loved it, and this card, for some reason, used to scare me. Like, that's not even scary, but I just remember looking at that. Maybe it didn't scare me, but I just, like, really used to look at that card and, like, analyze it, and then I would have a dream where it would just stare at me, and it would pop out. Very random. I don't know why my dreams used to be like that. What is your favorite horror movie? My favorite horror movie is Annabelle Creation because it's one of the few movies that got, like, you know, scared me in the moment. The horror movies don't stay with me, but it was so good. I love that movie so much. The scares, the cinematography, just everything about it was fantastic. I also really, really, really like slasher-wise, You're Next. That movie is fantastic. The woman in it, I mean, she taught me things. I love, like, being ready and, like, you know, knowing survival skills, and, like, she literally is a genius. I don't understand half the things she did. I was like, oh my god, thanks, queen, like, you just taught me something. So I would suggest that if you haven't seen it and you like slasher movies. The next question is, do I prefer slasher or ghost movies? I like both, but I would say I tend to prefer ghost horror movies because I think that they're scarier, whereas slasher movies, I just like if I'm bored and I want to, you know, watch that type of thing. That's when I, like, don't need too much brain power. But with ghosts and psychological thrillers, that's more of a watch it and analyze it and really, like, love it. I love those movies. They're so much fun. What are you doing for Halloween this year? This year, I am hanging out with my friends. We're going to be all dressing up in costumes. You'll have to check it out and see what we're dressing as because we're all dressing different, and they're all really good. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait for the group photos because they're going to be so chaotic. Like, literally, it is so funny. And we're going to chill, watch a bunch of spooky movies. Well, I got this pumpkin cake pan, so we're going to bake that. And then we're debating whether we're going to paint pumpkins, something like that. So we'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. Thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Comment down below what you're dressing as for Halloween if you want to spoil, and if you don't, then plug your account because I want to see your guys' awesome costumes. I hope you guys have a fun and safe Halloween. Make sure to get a lot of candy. If you didn't know, I post every single Wednesday, so I will see you next week with another new video. Goodbye. Jack-in-the-Box from, is that what they're called? The kids' toys where you pull, you know, you like twirl the thing and then the thing pops out. Isn't that called? I forget.